Hey, yo, Nomies. Can you believe the sun is finally shining? Man, Nomies, with all this rain we've been getting, comfort food is what's been in order, and we're gonna make some tonight. What are we making? Bangers and mash. With wild chanterelle mushrooms, of course. So you know what that means. We gotta head out into the marsh and get us some. So let's get our stuff together and we'll get out there. Welcome to the Gnomestead. Stick around, you might learn you something. Alright, Gnomies, what are we gonna need for this adventure before dinner?
A bucket to hold the mushrooms, of course.
Good old pair of waders.
And of course, bug dope.
Because there's skeeters out there. So let's get these waders on.
You can run, but you can't hide. Your blood is mine.
What was that? That was them geeters, wasn't it? Alright, time for dope. How you like me now? Alright, Nomies. We got just about everything we're gonna need. Like I said, we don't need much. Need our waders to stay dry. And a bucket or something to hold some mushrooms. So, let's head down here to the swamp before the sun goes down, because I'm feeling peckish. That means I'm hungry. Hey, Nomies, did you know that you can join the channel now? That's right. There's a join button around here somewhere. You click on it. It's only $2.99. Gives you some super cool emojis. Gives you access to special content on the members only page. There you go. Try it out, if you can. No, Nomies, when we were out here a couple weeks ago, we saw these little lovely Yellowfoot Chanterelles popping up, starting to. So I don't see any more of the cloudberries, but I have high hopes for chanterelle mushrooms. All we gotta do is look. Mushroom, not a chanterelle. One other thing that's new around the channel here, Nomies, is Super Chats. That's right, you can give a one-time donation, hitting that Super Chat button. Super thanks, super stickers, all that fun stuff. Check it out. Yeah, mushy, 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 mushy. Where you at, mushy, mushy, mushy? Go, Nomies. First chanterelles. Just like that. And there's another. They're tiny, but they're delicious. Look at that. Another. Oop. I don't want to lose any. There we go. Now all you gotta do to clean these things, pinch that bottom off. Good to go. a nice little patch. There's some more right over there. Alright, get to picking. They are all over. That's a good patch. Look at that. That's a good one. That one's big enough for deep frying. Oh yeah! So these are easy to clean. All I usually do is just pinch off the little end there with my thumb and forefinger. That's it. And we got more coming. Teeny tiny. Alright, I'm gonna set up the camera here and yeah, wander around and pick away. Ooh, we almost got enough for dinner. Keep your eye out. You're gonna find them under the trees. Whoops. Not a chanterelle. That is a gypsy. Just no. There's one. A little tiny. We'll let him get bigger. Alright. That wasn't a bad little patch. On to the next. I found, whether you can see it or not, there's a baby frog. You see it? Where'd he go? He was just right here. Oh, there he is. It's a tiny frog. There he goes. Hello, tiny frog. We're not here to hurt you. We're only here for the mushrooms. Now these little tiny guys caught my eye, which then drew my attention. These right here. Thick and size. Ooh, deep frying size. Tell you what, make some amazing deep fried mushrooms. We'll come back and get you later. And there's some more. We're doing good, homies. We are doing good. Oh, is this a bolete? Yeah, there's a bolete growing out in the swamp. What do you know? Not chanterelle. you know what? For tonight's dinner, I think we're gonna call it good. What we got here? It's definitely enough chanterelles to mix up a mess of gravy. And the rest of these, we'll let them get a little bit bigger. We'll come out here about every other day, maybe every third day, depending on the rain, and check on them. So let's yeah, let's get back to the cabin because I'm definitely hungry now. Alright, normally nomenclatures, we are back here in the tiny house kitchen. I was just sitting here admiring this countertop. Did you guys see us make this countertop? It's paper bags. We'll put a link in the bottoms. It's been what, 2 years? Holding up good. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, dinner time. So, we got ourselves a couple of handfuls out of the mushrooms that we picked. And the rest of them, we got this pan here. I don't know if you can see it now. It's got a bunch of little holes in it. And we took the extras. And we stuck this near the wood stove. Not on the wood stove. You don't want super high temps. And put a little computer fan on it, because it's 12 volt, and that's what we run off around here. And dried them out. Now we got dried mushrooms for the winter. What you do with them, you put them in a jar. And that's got a desiccant container, or desiccant packet in there. And yeah, believe it or not, this is pounds of mushrooms. No, I didn't tell you, because I want you to guess in the bottom. Tell us how many pounds of fresh mushrooms this was. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, fresh mushrooms. What else are we gonna need? Well, since we're gonna be making a gravy, we need an onion. An onion. Steak. Okay, what else are we gonna need? Well, we just happen to have ourselves here a nice jar of canned bangers and taters. And yeah, we're gonna show you what we're gonna do with this. If you're curious how we made this particular set of bangers and taters in a jar, well, it's exactly the same as we did with our Irish Coddle. Link in the bottom. Except it doesn't have carrots, and it doesn't have onions, and it doesn't have whatever else we put in there. Watch the video, let us know. But it is sausages and taters and chicken broth. There you go. Those are the three main things we're gonna need. How about we step over to the stove and get to cooking? What do you think? Yeah, over there, that way. Alright, normies, fire's lit. Pan hot. Now I'm gonna put a tiny bit of oil in here. Not too much. And a glob of butter. Now the oil's in there to keep the butter from getting too brown. Works good. Any kind of oil you'd like. Oh, what kind of butter? I'm so glad you asked. Kerrygold, of course. Alright, homies, once that gets nice and hot, it's on a medium heat and quits bubbling. There we go, good enough. I'm gonna throw some mushrooms in there. And our onions. We julienne half that onion. Why julienne? Because I like the way it looks in my gravy. You do you, boo-boo. Alright, we're going to cook these down nice and slow so the onions are luminescent. and we'll be back. Alright, Nomies. What you want to do is you want to get all your moisture out of your onions and your mushrooms so they brown a little bit faster. A little bit of salt in there. You're going to need it anyway. And here's another trick. Oop, a little bit of sugar. Not too much. You don't want a sweet gravy. But what that sugar's going to do is going to start caramelizing all that stuff nice and yummy. Alright, there you go, Nomies. It's been about 10-15 minutes. I turned the heat down nice and low. Onions are nice and translucent. And getting some nice goldenly goldens to them. And so are the mushrooms. So let's get these off the heat. Time for step 2. Okay, Nomies, what is step 2? Well, we're going to start with our pan. Step 2, we got to make a roux. How do you make a roux, you ask? Well, you got to start off with some grease. Some good grease. Or butter. And our jars of sausages out here just happen to have some of that little grease in there. So we're going to get some of that and start with that first. What do you think? Okay, Nomies, we got the heat back on the pan. We got a little bit of grease out of there. Get that in there. We didn't have much because we pre-cooked them sausages just like we did with the Coddle, except for what's different with this batch of sausage. Turn that down a little bit. Is we cooked them on the barbecue. Got them nice and smoky. That transfers over to the grease and the yummy goodness and the broth that's coming up. Anyway, that's getting warm. We are going to need about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of fat altogether, grease, butter. Since we didn't have much of that other stuff, we're going to make up for it with butter. There you go. Now once your butter and stuff's all melted down, you want to put in an equal part of flour to whatever grease you got in there. Just sprinkle that in. I might need a little bit more. Not too much. Now, make sure with this stuff, you keep stirring. What you want to do is you want to cook this flour off. You want to be real careful not to burn it. That's why you want to keep moving it. And you want it to get to a nice, like, light peanut butter color, maybe. The darker you make your roux, the less thickening agent it's going to have, but it will have more flavor. So you want to meet in the middle. Have a nice balance. It's like some of your gumbos, they put in a blackened roux, and my goodness, they cook that stuff for hours. It's all brown and nasty looking to me. That's just about perfect. Set that aside for a second. Alright, now that that's gone, we want to add our liquids. And we just happen to have some yummy, delicious liquids in our jar here from our canning process. And that's chicken broth and all the yummy goodness from that sausage. Just dump that in there. There you go. Make sure you stir it all in good. So don't get lumpy. Although lumpy is a sign of good gravy. Homemade gravy anyways. Now you want to bring that up to a simmer. Might add a little bit more water in here. Get me some little gravy. See how our thickener is. It's looking pretty darn good. Alright, Nomies, now's a good time. Get your mushrooms and onions back in there. All of them. Don't miss a single one. That's looking good. A little thick. I'll add a little bit more of that. Alright, now it's time to add some pepper. As much as you like. There you go. Alright, Nomies, I tasted this. It does need a little bit of salt. If we're going to add salt, we might as well make it garlic salt, because we want garlic in there anyway. As much as you like. Alright, Nomies. When you are making bangers and mash, there is one ingredient that you must include for real bangers and mash. Marmite. That's right. Now you don't need too much of this stuff. A little dab will do you. See, I'm not putting too much in there. Some people like more. That's about all I need. And because I want to make my gravy a little bit more color, browner that is, oop, not too much, kitchen bouquet. This is probably 80% caramel coloring. A few vegetables and stuff in there, but doesn't really add any flavor, just color. Watch this. Oh yeah. That'll get us a nice brown gravy. Beautiful. Now, get our bangers in there, nice and warmed up. Oop. And they are super soft, so be careful if you don't want them broken for presentation later. That one cracked a little bit on me. Anyway, just let them bubble around in there for a little bit. Once that's warmed up, we'll have to get the plates out. Well, one plate, because it's only me. Alright, Nomies, we got us some mashed taters whipped up here. Oops, sorry, paper plate's moving around. Get them on your plate. Oh. Gonna make a well. Capture that gravy. Alright, now if you're wondering how I made them mashed potatoes, lickety split, nice and easy. I opened up a package of this. For small batches, this stuff is delicious. It's made from real potatoes. Just add water. Some of you might be asking, why didn't you use the taters out of the jar, Nomi? Well, those taters aren't really meant for mashing. I picked that particular variety to put in the jar because they hold up and they're nice and stiff. They're great for slicing, putting in a pan with some butter, frying up for breakfast, so that's what we're going to do with those. Anyway, what else do we need? Oh, the most important part. Gotta get our bangers on there. Get your bangers going. One. Oh, that one's gonna break on us. Can we save it? Can we save it for a good picture? Yes. Good enough. Oh, we can't forget all that good, yummy gravy. Oh my goodness gracious. You see that? You frickin' see that? I see that. Oh! Look at that. We got some onions in there. We got the mushrooms in there. All beautifully and brown. One more thing. We need something green, so how about some fiddleheads? Alright. 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 There you go. Ain't that beautiful? Alright. Time for the sexies. I know, enough of that. How's it taste? Well, let's see. Get a little bit of mash here. Make sure we got some onion in there and some mushroom in there. And yeah, open wide. Here comes the choo-choo. Oh wow, you must have liked that. There you go, Gnomies. Bangers and mash with wild Yellowfoot Chanterelle mushrooms. Eating good in the Gnomie hood. Until next time. Hey Gnomies, if you ever wanted to come visit Alaska, check it out up here, well, here's your opportunity. My friend Cricket and I are planning a trip in 2025. Get enough people interested, we're gonna throw you on a boat, send you up to Seward, Alaska, throw you on the train, ride from there to Fairbanks, and you're going to have a genuine gnome as your tour guide. What do you think about that? Anyway, we're working on it. Join us, would you? If you're interested, drop us an email. You can pick that up in the bottom there. Let us know you are. Don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. See you there. Never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete.
I'm a Gnomie, he's a Gnomie, she's a Gnomie, you're a Gnomie, wouldn't you like to be a Gnomie?
Put your comment down on the bottom.
Click the subscribe down on the bottom, click the like button.
Down on the bottom.
Make a comment.
Down on the bottom.
Peace out.